And this is the second of 3 meetings between these teams. After losing the first one, I know this squad is hungry for a win here. They don't want to seem outclassed.
The drive by Ingram. Here's the floater. Here's Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. Over Rizachet. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Daniels. He can't hit that time. Pirtle with some nice D. Now here's Ingram. Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Pirtle with the bucket. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And the Hawks with possession here. Following the bucket by the Raptors. To the inside. It's stolen by Pirtle.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The kick out to Brunson. Here's Johnson. Pass to Young. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Brunson. Doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Outside Brunson. Outside Young. Over Brunson. That one rolls around and rims out. Toronto trailing. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Johnson. Averaging around 5 points a game. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Shot to stop the run. And he lays it in.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Young with it. Hard covering. It's stolen by Ingram. Up the floor. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Young. He's scoreless.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Brunson. Five on the clock. From the corner. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Up top, Young. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. To the wing, right side. Pass to Daniels. Okongwu with the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Brunson taking his time here. Left side, Ingram. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Atlanta on top, up by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Quickly with the ball. Now Okongwu defending. And that one's good. Quickly.
Well, these coaches have told Emmanuel Quickly to be aggressive. Good things happen when he attacks.
Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Pass to Daniels. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Outside Dick. Uses the glass on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the paint. Outside man. Here he goes. Pass to Capella. Here's Gay. Shot clock at 5. LeVert with the ball. Guarded by Dick. The putback. And it's Boucher with the rebound. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Inside. He shoots. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, Chris Boucher, the ability to score, even though there's bodies around him, that's an impressive finish.
Pass to LeVert. Back to man. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Lobo can't hit.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one we'd like to have back.
Knocks it loose. Screen by Capella. Pass to Gay. Outside for LeVert. There's the triple. And it's Boucher with the rebound. And it's Toronto's ball. They trail by 1.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 3.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Boucher on the screen. Outside Dick. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Dick's got 5 points.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
And stolen by Boucher. Dick with it. Now LeVert defending. Off target from three-point range. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Capella. Poke loose. Outside Dick. Right wing. Here's Walter. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Gay. No made baskets yet. Man with it. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
From deep three-point land. And it's quickly with a miss. And it's Atlanta's ball. Pass to LeVert. Back to Man. To the middle. Outside for Grant. Outside Man. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. Fast break. Here we go. Now Boucher. Outside Hart. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Man. Outside Hart. Launches a 3. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to LeVert. Here's Gay. Screen by Capella. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Hart goes in. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's Rizachet. Yet to see a basket. Outside Young. From behind the arc. Young with the signature tray.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Outside Brunson. Picked by Pirtle. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Johnson. Young looking for an opening. Here's Daniels. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Yep, that one's good.
And there's the ability to finish for Rizachet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. The shot by Johnson, no good. Raptors lead by 3. Outside Ingram. Top of the key. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Okongwu up top. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Picked by Pirtle. Here's Abaji. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Hart from long range. The shot, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Daniels misses. Toronto leading by 5. And here's Ingram from the arc. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Basket's good.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
And that's a foul called on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Young from long range, unable to get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Ingram. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Boucher outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Outside Brunson. Boucher on the screen. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Toronto. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul. On defense, the Hawks. Pass to Walter. The 3-ball. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And Young, here we go. Down low. Back to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Capella's gotten his first bucket of the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
Outside Dick. Boucher on the screen. Now Grady Dick. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. And Capella gets it to go. Capella's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Here's Bobo. There's a screen. Pass to Walter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dick. Offensive board. On the wing quickly. Boucher outside. Ooh, ripped away. And now the Hawks on the break. Ooh, it's stolen away. Outside Dick. Fires from deep. Capella with a rebound. Hawks trail by 9. And here they go. Out to the right wing. There's Young with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Quickly. They set the pick. From outside the arc. He buries it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Some changes for Toronto. Here's Young. Fearless Trae Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Toronto leading by 10. Pass to Hart. And here's Ingram. Drives to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside Young. Inside. It's Trae Young. There's a minute 54 left to the 4th. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Hart. Cuts off the pass. Johnson on the wing. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. Here's Daniels. To the inside. Young. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Picked by Pirtle. Okongwu with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
There's Young with the 3. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. 3-pointer. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Outside Young. Outside Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Daniels. No good on the 3. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Brunson. And so Toronto takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
This week in NBA 2K25. Celebrate Easter Sunday with double rep for wearing Easter clothing. Hopping to the rim has never been more fun.
In the theater, take on double or nothing 3v3 action, 2v2 games to 15, and no squads matchups.
That Tough Buckets 1v1.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
And after winning the first game, you have to think that they got the mental edge here tonight.
Yeah, it's often not so easy the second time around. You know your opponent's going to make adjustments. You have to be ready to adjust back. I'd call that readjust.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
How about Pirtle, the Austrian Hammer?
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside Ingram. Outside Brunson. And there's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Charlotte now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker, that's the name of the game here, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Here's Brunson. Outside Ingram. Pass to Hart. Back to Ingram. Now Brunson. Into the lane. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Williams. Miller outside. Now here's Booker. Back to Miller. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Launches it. And it's Brunson with the 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And stolen by Booker. Bridges with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Bridges misses.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
It's Hart on the wing. Releases. And again, no good by Toronto. The Hornets with the lead. Outside for Booker.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Miller. Knocks down the triple. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, Toronto, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Down low. Outside for Booker. Miller outside. Crafty move. Hurdle with the block.
Hurdle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. For 3, Booker. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Ingram with the ball. Green picks him up. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Miles Bridges. And Brandon Ingram was the key piece of the Anthony Davis trade. That move changed his career, Brent.
No doubt about it. B.I. won the most improved player of the year in his first season away from the Lakers. So sometimes that change of scenery can open up opportunity and get you a chance to show your excellence.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
That ties the game. Ingram's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, Ingram just letting it rip right now on the offensive end.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Green missing. And here's Brunson from the arc. Miller pulls it in. Right side Booker. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And Booker's got one of the quickest releases in the game.
Here's Brunson. Here's Pirtle. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Got it off in time. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Okogie's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
On the wing quickly. Brett, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
To the inside, Diabate. Powered down after the assist, led him to the lane.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Boucher for 3. Pure from three-point range. Boucher's got 5.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Outside man. Smith outside. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Dick. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Boucher outside. Pass to Walter. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Nurkic. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
Smith no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Mobo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Charlotte trailing. Out to Bridges. Green with the ball. He takes it in. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
And again, Toronto, no good. Miller on the wing. Rebound, Toronto. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
The drive by Miller. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Boucher outside. 4-3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Outside Booker. Screen by Bridges. Shot to stop the run. Back to Miller. Here's Booker. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Raptors lead by 8. Here's Dick. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside, Green. Back to Booker. Miller outside. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And Williams punches it home.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And here's Dick. No one near him. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Booker. Fires the three. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
The shot misses. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Raptors. They're up by 5. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Hornets trail up by 5. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. For 3, Booker gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 8.
A two-guard that can beat you in a variety of ways. Booker is more than just about chucking up threes, but he will make them.
To the paint. To the middle. Miller outside. On the wing. Green. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
Outside, Green. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Inside, here's Williams. Misses the layup. The Raptors with a lead. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Booker. Left side, Ingram. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Right side, Brunson. Puts up a 3. The long-range missile from Brunson.
Man, that one's deep, showing you Brunson's got some confidence in the stroke here.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player. Here he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. To the middle. Here's Man. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. The 3, Smith. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for Toronto. They lead by 4. To the paint. Outside Hart. Outside for Ingram. From behind the arc. They get the rebound.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitutes on the court.
Quickly outside. Pass to Boucher. Shot clock at 5. Quickly with the ball. Nurkic picks him up. Stolen by Quickly. Outside Dick. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Pass to Quickly. Boucher on the screen. From deep. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they get it back. Toronto's shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Second team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for Toronto. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. There's a minute 17 left to play in the third. Smith outside. Pass to Mann. Back to Smith. Down low. Clock at 6. To the inside. Okogie misses in close.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now Grady Dick. Boucher on the screen. Pulls it. Misses the jumper. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Diabate. Back to Okogie. To get back on track. Now here's Nurkic. Smith outside.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's Toronto closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Brunson. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been positive for that.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Nails it from 3.
They expect Brandon Ingram to give them a constant inside-outside threat. He's got to go ahead from three-point line whenever he wants it.
Here's Abaji. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Booker can't get it to go.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Abaji. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Can't get it to drop. Hornets trail by 15. Looking to win the run. And Green, good for 3. Green's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
Ingram on the wing. Back to Hart. Pass to Ingram. And the Raptors get it back. Here's Pirtle. Back to Hart. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Booker. The kick out to Williams. Baseline jumper. That one goes. Count it.
Well, on top of just flat out scoring, Booker can really pick apart defenses.
Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Pass to Hart. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hart's got 5 points now this quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Back to Booker. Driving to the basket. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Miller. Brunson surveys. Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Raptors.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Jakob Pirtle.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Pass to Green. And he's going for the lob.
Miller. Assist goes to.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
To the left side wing. And here's Pirtle. Right side Brunson. 5 on the clock. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. And the Raptors lead by 19. Here's Booker. Pirtle with the block. Now Brunson. The Raptors winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.